Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Hope everybody is okay. We are live on YouTube. I am just going to mute myself. But we are live, and we are here today to discuss the HR 40 hearing. For anyone who doesn't know, the HR 40 reparations study hearing was today, or not today, sorry. It was Wednesday of this week. And we are going to discuss the outcome of the hearing themselves. Now, before we begin, I will have a panel. I will have a panel of people, ADOS people, who will join me in this conversation. I will ask the panel questions and we will discuss them together. And before we get into this topic, I would just like to take the moment to, lay out ground rules and stuff like that of that nature. So, for all my parents, uh, just understand that live discussions are not censored. I will not be censoring anyone. And people are free to, they are free to openly discuss the topic as they choose, as long as we are discussing the topic. So, fair warning, parents, if you got children in the room, you don't like all them curse words or anything like that, fair warning. All right. So, another thing, we will please stick to the topic at hand. And we are going to, make sure to pinpoint our discussions to HR 40 and the hearings that happened earlier this week. Another thing, I will open the discussions at the end of our discussions with HR 40. We'll open the floor and let people bring in other topics on the table. And we're just gonna chop it up like that, family. Now, for introductions, my name is Mario Matthews. I am the owner operator of Minutes Till Dawn Productions, and welcome to the YouTube channel. On YouTube, we discuss topics that concerns ADOS Black people, and we are here to empower Black families. Minutes Till Dawn Productions is an entertainment media production company focused on empowering Black families. And we also have a host of people and products. So it's all good. And if you'd like to get on the panel, I know there are still people who would love to join me. That's perfectly fine. Please go ahead and send me your email, please. Send me your email. You could type in the chat the email, and I'll be able to get you onto the panel. So don't worry, all is not lost. Just hit me up with your email and I'll get you on. How you doing, Kimberly? How you doing, love? That's what's up. Hey, shouts out to Kimberly Richardman. Okay, she be going ham. All right, she be going ham. You know, much love and respect to her. Every day she's on it. You see what I'm saying? She's on Twitter. She's on Facebook. She all over the place, and she the truth, man. So shouts out to Kimberly Richardson. Man, we be pushing this ADOS politics, and we be going hard in the paint on it, and that's how we should be because this is our survival on the line, people. Okay, we have to be very serious about this thing because at the end of the day, we have to understand that these discussions, like the HR 40 hearing, are integral to our survival for the future. Right now, we have a lot to discuss, and I am going to get into some advertisements phase first, and then after that, we're just going to jump right into it. If by chance we don't have any panel guests, I believe we will have panel guests, but if by chance we don't, that's all good. I will actually discuss some key points that I've written down about the HR 40 hearing. And we're just going to jump into this thing. So let's get into the advertising space, shall we? All right. So I've actually been given a challenge to shout out like 5 different Black businesses. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now. You feel me? All right. So first things first, I live in Seattle, Washington. And I'm going to shout out some businesses in my area. If y'all have a Black-owned business that y'all like to shout out, you know what I'm saying? Hey, go ahead and shout them out too. That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, first business, Earl's Style and Cuts. For those who don't know, Earl Styles and Cuts is still a thing, all right? In Seattle right now. You get your hair cut for Earl. I've been going there for ever since I've been in Seattle for like 9 years. Earl is cool people, man. He hit you up real good. They treat you like family, ADOS people. Show some love. You feel me? Be one. I feel that. Hey, what's up, ADOS Reparations 2020? Let's get it, man. Let's get it. That's real talk. That's real talk, man. Another Black-owned business, or more so an organization, really, Black Dot Underground in Seattle. Every Monday at 6 p.m. What's happening, family? How you doing? Every Monday at 6 p.m., we have a Black Dot Mastermind group where ADOS Black actually it's just black entrepreneurs and business owners get together and they come together in order to solve business related problems. And it's a group ranging from people who already own a business and they already recouping funds and everything, and people who just getting started and may not know exactly how they want to start a business or whatever. But this is a group for all people to come together, Black people get together and actually iron out this thing. So Black Dot Mastermind Group, Mondays at 6 p.m. every week in Seattle. Really easy to look up to. All right. So let's see. Hold up. Let's see if we still got people. Hold up. All good. All right. So we are, okay, we're getting our panels together. It's all good. Shortly, people will be joining us. And we're going to have this HR 40 discussion because it's very important. And we are going to, and if you like to join the panel, if you like to join us, please send me your email. I will get you on to the panel so we can have this discussion. You feel me? All right. And while we're waiting, next thing. All right. So I am actually a Black-owned business, and I actually have my book. So Dream No More, Rise of a Lion. Dream No More, Rise of a Lion. This is my first book I've ever written, published. I've actually finished some books before, but I never did anything professional. And this is actually uh, my sci-fi fantasy novel. It is about a young Black boy who is torn from his family due to a civil war. He's taken in, nursed back to health, and the family actually goes on a quest to save his family from all-powerful sorcerers. And they're also helping him hone his skills for the journey ahead. Dream No More, Rise of a Lion is at Amazon and Lulu.com. You can pick this up right now. Thank you for all the love and support. Now, I think let's get into some bars right quick because we are still waiting on for panel guests, and it's all good. We're gonna get people on. It's all good. But let's get into some bars right quick, man. Let's get into some bars. So I actually want to ask a couple questions for people because we've already had um, a lot of people really dive into this thing. You know what I'm saying? Dive into the HR 40 hearings, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to have a lot more people do so. I have some questions for people to ask themselves about the hearing, and I want you guys to answer it honestly, okay? I want you to really answer these questions about the hearing very honestly. First question I've written down. Did you hear any specific tangible items being discussed to solve the problem of racism and white supremacy? To actually address the reparations concerns of ADOS people? Hmm? Did y'all hear any specific tangible agenda items for reparations specifically to ADOS people? I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't. Okay? I didn't hear nothing. Another question. What was the purpose behind a reparations hearing that didn't speak about no money? Hmm? What was the purpose of a reparations hearing that didn't speak about any money? I want to know. Because we really have to understand, okay? Let's unpack this. Let's unpack this right quick. All right. All of the solutions that are on the table in regards to a reparations package to ADOS people, every single one of them costs money. So if we ain't talking about no money, what we talking about? Hmm? What we talking about? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, family. Question number 3. Were those non-ADOS allies that y'all saw in that panel discussion on that reparations hearing? Hmm? And I'm not just specifically talking about Black people there that didn't have any ADOS lineage. I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about the white people there, the Black people there, and everybody in between. Okay? Are those people we consider allies? After you hear that HR hearing, okay, you take the opportunity to sit down and listen to what every single person had to say. Did they sound like allies to you? Like, keep it real with me. Like, just keep it real with me. Did they sound like allies? Because to me, I couldn't tell who was ally and who was enemy. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I couldn't tell. I got another question. Yep, I could not tell the difference between a friend or a foe in that room. I couldn't. Let me ask you another question. Could you, like, okay, let's strip away all of the party identifiers, okay? Democrat, Republican, Green Party, all that stuff, okay? Let's strip away those things. All right. When you hear that hearing and you strip away all of those party markers, okay? Could you tell the difference between anybody in that room? Who was who? Hmm? Could you honestly tell the difference between who is Democrat, who is Republican, who's Libertarian, who's liberal, who's conservative? Could you tell the difference by merely listening to the rhetoric that was being spewed on TV? Could you tell the difference? Like, let me know what y'all think, fam. Could y'all tell a difference? Yes or no? Hit me up in the chat. Could y'all tell the difference? Mm-hmm. That's real. That's real. That's real, Ryan. That's real talk. Because let's get one thing straight, family. All right? Let's get one thing straight. A lot of us, a lot of the new black media figures, we talking Yvette Cornell, shout out to them, Antonio Moore, Tariq Nasheed, the Black Authority, Professor Black True. A lot of these people have already stated way before the meeting happened that this was going to happen. Now, let's go ahead and get into some specifics about the meeting itself. Now, there is one person everybody is talking about. One person that's everybody's talking about, okay? His name is Coleman Hughes, or as Tariq Nasheed has investigated, Coleman Cruz Hughes. Oh my goodness, man. Okay, so a lot of people are talking about this dude, and I want to bring up I want to bring up something very interesting about this dude, bro. I mean, let's keep it real. I'm gonna bring out. We're gonna talk about something very interesting. Okay. Let's get into some bars right quick. Wasn't it just? I don't know. It was less than a month ago when we had all these Pan African people talking to us about, oh man, I don't know why y'all dividing us all to get like, I don't know why y'all dividing us. Like, Pan African, we ain't against y'all. We ain't out here, throwing all under the bus. We ain't out here trying to steal or take from y'all or replace y'all. Okay, where y'all at on this dude? Hmm? Apparently he's an Afro-Caribbean, like not Caribbean, he's like Afro, uh he's Afro-Latino from I don't know what his dude from. I don't, to be honest, I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bro. Look, look, here's what I care about. If y'all really on that Pan-African tip, why does people like this exist? Hmm? Why does this dude exist? More, and to be more clear, why is he on a reparations HR 40 hearing? Why is he there? Standing in the middle between ADOS people and our government, making our way to power. Okay? Why is this dude standing in between of us and our justice claim? For those who don't know, we ADOS people, we've been doing this for a very long time, okay? We didn't just pop up out of the air or nowhere. I've actually been following Yvette Cornell and Antonio Moore for at least 2 years now. You know, there were some of the people that inspired me to do what I'm doing right now. This ain't something that just happened overnight. This is an organic grassroots movement. And we have legitimate concerns. We have legitimate data and research. And we have legitimate grievances that our government is supposed to uphold and address. However, we have people who look like us come here to America, ignore all of the history that has taken place here in America, and they ally themselves with people who have sworn their allegiance to racism and white supremacy. Why would we give any credence to that type of person? Why? Give me a good reason why we should allow people like that to speak anything about reparations to the American descendants of slavery. Why? And the answer, and that's a rhetorical question, obviously, because listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, ADOS people, we know what we come here for. We didn't come here to play. We didn't come here to talk. We didn't come here to be everybody's friend. We came here for our justice claim. And for all intents and purposes, yes, that entails a check. We ain't talking about no money. We ain't talking. One of the dudes, what's his name? Coleman. He was talking about we shouldn't have a transactional relationship with our government. He actually said that. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? He said that we should not have a transactional relationship with our government. Question. Does the government have a personal, friendly relationship with ADOS people? Like, in the chat, people, please type in your answer. Does our government have a friendly, loving, supportive relationship with ADOS people? Hmm? Type your answer in the chat, man. Last I checked, everything with the government is transactional. Everything. All right. From the moment that you turn on your lights in your house, from the moment that you drive your car on the streets, from the moment that you pick up your check from work every 2 weeks or so, guess what the government's doing? They taxing you. They taxing you. So last I checked, a relationship was a two-way street. What, isn't it? Huh? You can't have a relationship without both people, you know what I'm saying, putting their bid in. You can't have a relationship without clear, defined, drawn out rules of engagement between both parties. Last I checked, you can't have a relationship without that, right? So, with that being said, the government already set the ground rules. They already set the ground rules. The ground rules for the government is we want that paper. That's that's what the US, the United States government taxes us at a disproportionate, a highly disproportionate rate as compared to rich white folks, okay? The Trump tax cuts already gutted a lot of the social programs that we that a lot of our people actually use on a daily basis because of the position that we've been in due to our history in this country. So as far as I'm concerned, we already got a transactional relationship. And the government is the one that set the ground rules. They're the one that started it. Okay, well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. I don't need the government for anything else but a transactional relationship. Okay? That's it. That's the way they want it. All right, fine. Let's keep it that way. Cut the check. We want the land. We want the money. We want the social programs. We want all these racist white supremacists locked up in jail. And we want America to finally come to terms with the fact that we've been enabling terrorists for the last 400 years. Until y'all do that, we ain't got nothing to talk about. That's real talk, bro. That's it. That's not much else to say. Because please be aware that when you watch the HR 40 hearing, you will get circle talking, okay? People will be sitting here talking in a circle over and over and over again. They literally mentioned the same injustices that's been happening to Black people that is still happening today at least 3 or 4 times during that hearing. At the same time, you've also heard the same right-wing nationalist talking points. Oh, that was so long ago. Oh my God. Why do we have to keep talking about this? I'm black. I'm well off. I don't want any money. I'm good. Look, we ain't here to talk. We ain't here to talk. What's happening, Chris? What's happening, big brother? I love you, man. It's all good. I mean, let's keep it real, bro. All right, let's keep it real for all intents and purposes. Okay, all right. When we are having these discussions, you know, it really listening to the HR 40 hearing on Wednesday. You know what it reminded me of? Yeah, y'all want me to keep it really real? Y'all know what it really reminded me of? Okay. Before I say that, please hit that like button, y'all. Come on, hit the like. Please share. Please subscribe. I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate y'all, man. This is the family. You know, like I said, if you want to be on the panel and actually, discuss this topic with us, you're more than welcome. All you got to do is send me your email. Type your email in the chat right now. Type your email in the chat right now. I will get you on. Real talk. But yeah, okay. Ryan Moss said, the Reverend said white people needed reparations to happen more than black folks do. He did say that. Now think about, wait, hold on. Before I get to that point, Ryan, because that's a good point you just made. And he did say that. He did say that. And it is treacherous, utterly treacherous. But we're going to get to that, okay? Let me make this point. Y'all really want to know what the HR 40 reparations panel or reparations discussion really reminded me of? It reminded me of a YouTube hangout. It reminded me of a YouTube hangout with all of these people sitting on a hangout, arguing with each other for the next 8 hours. Now, that's not to say that this can't be a professional platform. It's not to say that. It's not to say that this cannot be a professional platform. This is merely to say that this is our government. This is our government holding a serious hearing for the future of our children. And it sounded like a YouTube hangout. So who's serious? Who's the serious ones here? Please answer that question to me. Who's the serious ones here? Okay? That same discussion we had on HR 40 in the hearing on Wednesday could have been had on this channel right here. That same discussion. And they wonder why TV dying. And they wonder why people is losing faith in the government. And they wonder why black people, the descendants of American slavery, they wonder why we have such disdain for this sacred process. If it's really sacred, you could have fooled me. You could have fooled me because I've known numerous hangouts on here on YouTube that had that exact same format. Yeah, some here's every hangout on YouTube. I could get tell me in my line. Tell me in my line. Anybody in the chat. If you've been on YouTube and you've been you heard a hangout discussion or been a part of a hangout discussion, tell me I'm lying right now. I'm about to give you the average YouTube hangout right now. Okay. You have at least two or three, it's 10 people for a hangout. 10 people for a hangout. Okay. You have at least two or three people, you have at least three people who are just blatantly arguing just to argue. Okay? At least three people. You have two people that's AFK. They're in the hangout, but they ain't saying nothing. And you don't know whether or not they're dead or alive. They're just there. Okay? You have two more people who are who are trying to calm everyone down. Oh, just calm down, people. Calm down. Calm down. We'll be all right. Just let's have a real discussion. You have at least one more person, and there's two people left. You got one more person who's blatantly being a dick, who's just blatantly fanning the flames, who want everything to just go off rails because they like to see the drama, they like to see the chaos. You see what I'm saying? And you got the last two people, all right? The last two people, they don't even know whether they're for or against what the topic is about. I don't know. I just want to see myself on camera. I don't know whether or not I'm be for or against this. I don't know. That's HR 40's hearing right there. Yeah, YouTube hangout. HR 40 is a YouTube hangout. That's what it was. Oh my God, bro. Like, seriously. This is supposed to be a sacred governmental process where individuals around the country are supposed to come together with their so quote unquote different ideologies and all this stuff in order to actually address the topic and the issue at hand in a serious, concise manner with data, with facts, with conviction. And you meant to tell me that we had a discussion that was nothing short of a YouTube hangout. Y'all understand how insulting that was to ADOS people? It was an insult. It was a disgusting sight to see. Y'all literally had our opponents, our adversaries, sitting on panels, sitting in the middle of the discussion, blatantly telling us that we don't need reparations, when we have police shooting down women, children, ADOS men in the streets. We have communities in the Black ADOS community that are ravaged by poverty that we did not start. Ghettos were made to be that way. And if you don't know, you can read all about it in The Color of Law. You can read all about it with the numerous documentaries like 7 a.m., gentrified ethnic cleansing, American style. We have communities where people are ravaged by health-related problems because they do not have access to the quality of Medicare, of exercise, fitness, of food that you're better off white folks do. And it's for a reason. We have communities where they like to talk about, oh, what about black on black crime? Well, tell me, are you serious about black on black crime? Because as far as I'm concerned, y'all use these things, the poverty, the crime, the lack of education, lack of resources, lack of equity. Y'all using this as some type of weapon against us for us to seek redress for our grievances. Acting like we are criminals, acting like we're all non-citizens of this country. Well, guess what? What else is new? What else is new? Y'all ain't gonna shame us into getting us out of what owed to us, okay? Reparations is a debt that is owed to the descendants of American slavery, starting anywhere between the low ball of 7 trillion to the high end of 30 trillion. That's right, y'all heard me, with a T. With a T, not million, not billion, trillion. That's how much y'all owe our families. And if y'all ain't talking paper, we ain't talking. Y'all can go ahead and try to shame us as much as y'all possibly can. Okay. Oh, y'all all criminals, y'all shooting each other up. Okay, I'll be that. I'll be that. Okay, what's up? Y'all still ain't gonna talk us out of what owed to us. Because as far as we concerned, we already got the numbers. We already got the history. We already got the data. We already got the facts. And it's only a matter of time before more EDOS people start to understand the game that y'all playing on us. We could work hard all day. We could work our butts off until we die. And we will never get to the level that we should be at if our inheritance wasn't stolen, if our buildings and businesses were not burned down, if our children and our fathers wasn't lynched, if our women, ADOS Black women, were not raped and tormented, if our land wasn't stolen from us, if our crops, our farmlands were not being sabotaged, entire neighborhoods burned down. When a natural disaster happens, they don't save Black people first. If you don't believe me, look up the Great Mississippi Floods. For the entire history of this country, we have been the sacrificial lambs for prosperity. But guess what? The bill collectors are here. You better believe it. The bill collectors are here, and we ain't going nowhere. A new day has arisen. Okay? A new day has arisen. And we are here to collect what is owed to us. And if you ain't talking paper, if you ain't talking money, and yes, if you ain't including a check, we ain't got nothing to talk about. We ain't got nothing to talk about. Y'all want my vote? Okay, all right, cool. What y'all talking that paper? What's good? What's good? I could hook you up. What's happening with it? Step on into my shop. You know what I'm saying? Step on into my shop. I got some tasks for you to undergo before we make this transaction. Oh, you don't want to do anything specific for me and my community? Okay, well, there's the door. There's the door. There's the door. Man, man, man. That's how HR 40 hearing should have went. And lo and behold, I did that on the YouTube channel. Mm-mm-mm. Man, hey, for some good, for some good, uh, for some good takes about the HR 40 hearing. Man, shouts out. I'm gonna shout out a couple of YouTube channels that you guys should be listening to every every time they post a video. Okay, every time they post a video, and this is these are some businesses too. So I'm gonna shout out these businesses. I know I didn't do my five. I got like three more. Okay, three more. So these are some good YouTube channels. Uncle Kevin watching with me. How you doing, Uncle Kev? That's what's up. How y'all doing? I'm gonna shout out some YouTube channels for you guys. If you are not listening to these YouTube channels, you will never, never, ever be in tune with the Black ADOS community that you are right now. Okay? New Black media is very important to the survival of our community. I am a member of New Black Media. I've taken the time in order to make this platform for our people to continue to strive, to actually engage in a political process in a meaningful way that tells people that we will not be sacrificial lambs no longer. Either you play ball or you go home. Now, for the YouTube channels, The Black Authority is a great YouTube channel. I hope y'all writing that down if you don't know who he is already. TBA. The Black Authority is a great YouTube channel that has been on this topic of reparations, on this topic for Black people. And that's a good channel. Follow Black Authority. Another one, Tariq Radio. That Tariq Radio is by Tariq Nasheed, host Tariq Nasheed. Very great rendition of ADOS content. Really spitting that game, really having us on code. Please follow that channel. Okay? Yvette Carnell. Please follow Yvette Carnell. She has been doing an amazing job on YouTube. She's been doing an amazing job with the Angela Project. She's been doing an amazing job with helping ADOS people understand the political ramifications of not engaging in this process. Because if we don't, we die. Antonio Moore. Antonio Moore. Please follow Antonio Moore. He has been doing an amazing job with university studies coming out of Duke, helping build the ADOS101.com website. His platform on YouTube has been going ham, going strong. Please follow. These are people that have been just, they hit the ground running. They came out and they hit the ground running. They are very informative. They are very on point when it comes to business and politics. And they are integral to new Black media space. And they are integral in helping us get to where we need to be as a community. You feel me? So please follow those people and engage in a conversation, because listen, we're not doing this for entertainment purposes, okay? At the end of the day, we want to make sure that our community is functioning as a community. That means we need business partners. That means we need communication apparatuses. That means we need grassroots people who understand the needs of their immediate environment, their local environment, and gravitate people towards a collective, an empowered collective, where we push our local governments to do what is necessary for our communities to prosper. This ain't for show, people. This takes time, this takes money, this takes energy, this takes dedication. And we will not succeed if we do not show what it takes to be inheritors of power. I'm going to say that one more time. We will not succeed unless we show what it takes to be inheritors of power. Period. We've already have studies that show that by mid-century, we talking 2050, the black wealth numbers will be zero. What does that mean? That means the median family, the median Black family in America will be worth no money, nothing, no wealth, zero. We are bleeding as a community. Our wealth numbers are declining. And if we do not take up the mantle, if we do not treat business and politics like it is the most urgent thing on the agenda, if we do not treat this as such, we will not survive. This is why reparations is very important. It is a political agenda that is integral to the Black agenda. And on the local level, if you are in your county right now, or if you're in your parish right now, and you do not understand the key important needs of your community, you're not doing this correct. Especially if you are a business owner, especially if you are a Black business owner. You have to understand the needs of your constituents in order to better in tune yourself with the environment in which you serve. That is all of our task. That's all of our responsibility. That's our duty as community members. We must understand the needs of our community so we can be better advocates for our people. If you are not going to community meetings, if you are not going to school board meetings, if you are not going to treasury meetings in your local county, you're going to have to start making some time to do it, bruh. You're going to have to start making some time in your day in order to get these things done. Because if we don't do it, we already know that we cannot keep our own survival in the hands of people who do not have our best interests in mind and would rather see us disappear from the face of this planet. You cannot allow your enemies to manage your existence. Let me say it again. You cannot let your enemies manage your existence. You will always be doomed for failure. Is that what you want? Because I don't. I don't do this for my health. I do this because this needs to be done. And with that being said, family, I know because I believe that we are all a part of something that is greater than ourselves. We are a part of something that is much more than we could ever be. However, if we do not do what is necessary, we will never rise to the level of power that is supposed to be inherited to us. That is what's owed to us. We built this country. Our ancestors fought, bled, and died for us to be here. And when we were allowed to exist in our spaces where we controlled resources and equity, it was destroyed, it was demolished, it was pilfered. And there is a debt to be paid from the time of slavery to now. But I believe that if we stick together as a community, if we actually do what is right, do what is necessary for our survival, we'll be okay. We will be okay. Because at the end of the day, I have faith in us, man. Okay? I actually have faith in our people. I understand that a majority of us probably will not be able to rise to the occasion, whether willingly or unwillingly. I also understand that there is some of us who are proactively working against us. However, I have faith in us, man. I have faith in the people that will honestly do this thing, honestly take a stand for what is owed to us. I have faith in us, man. Real talk. So, with that being said, we are at the top of the hour. If there is anybody, looks like, yeah, looks like the panel discussion wasn't able to make it. It's all good though. It's a good talk. It's a good talk, man. It's a good talk, real talk. Now, I am Mario Matthews. I am the owner, operator of Menace Till Dawn Production, and the author of the new book, Dream No More, Rise of a Lion. This is a coming of age tale, a sci-fi fantasy novel. It follows a young boy named Lion who is torn from his family due to a civil war. He's taken in by a host family and nurse him back to health. And they come to find out that his family has been captured by an all-powerful sorceress. So now they are on a quest to retrace their steps back to where they found Lion in order to unravel the mystery surrounding his unique circumstances and then also help him to hone his skills necessary for the journey ahead. This is a family-friendly product. It is the first of a series, so be expecting more of these books to come. And I specifically wrote this book, to target, my blurs out there, the anime video game crowd. You know what I'm saying? If y'all like it, if y'all like anime, if y'all like video games and stuff like that, y'all will love this book. It is written in a unique, simplified scripted format, so it's easy to share with friends and family. It's an experience you can share. Please show some love, show some support. You can pick this up at Lulu and Amazon.com right now. Thank y'all for all the love and support. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Also, we have some exclusive content on Patreon. If you would like to be a Patreon member, and if you like to give $1 a month to the Patreon account and show some support for this platform and other platforms that we will be discussing and we will be developing. We also have exclusive content. I'm already making an effort to give away T-shirts, posters, stickers, things like that. Even exclusive content, deleted scenes from the book. Discussing the exclusive discussions on the book, things like that, man. Like Patreon, I'm trying to get it lit. I'm trying to get it lit for y'all, bro. So thank y'all. All right, so please like, please share, please subscribe, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. Y'all be cool. Y'all have a great weekend. Love y'all, man. Peace out, man. Everlast. That's what's up.